During my trainings and interactions with individuals on identifying what is real and what is not, people often ask me what are the things which I believe in and what are the things which I do not believe in. Well, I tell them I am no meta-human or an atheist, and my thoughts are pretty much aligned with the beliefs of the most people. Beliefs are an essential part of our journey as they bring us closer to the meaning and purpose of our lives. However, the mistake that most of us make is to become obsessed with that path of a belief, for the good or for the worse. We get conditioned by various agencies like our family, education, friends, society, culture, and even the government to believe that certain aspects are the ultimate truths in life. We then spend all our lives from childhood to adulthood into old age trying to safeguard, preach, promote our version of the reality and keep prosecuting those who do not fall in line with what we think. Your truth is merely a belief that is good for you when it guides you with specific goals in life. Making money, driving a Mercedes, taking vacation, having expensive single malts, or creating a secure and comfortable life are good. But it becomes dangerous when that good comes at the expense of harming or causing pain for others. I always talk to my audience about three versions of beliefs. The first is objective reality, which are events that happen irrespective of what you think. The sun will always rise in the east and set in the west despite of what you think about the sun. It will not change its course or its action. It does not care to shine on the affluent or bring gloom on the poor. The function of sunrise and sunset is an objective reality, and so are floods, rains, snowfalls, and all forms of evolution. To me, nature is the ultimate form of truth, and it cannot be altered by any man, at least for now. The more we accept and make peace with nature, the better it is for all of us. The second form of reality is the subjective reality. It is all depending on you as an individual, how you think and how it makes you feel about things which are personal to you. What do you think about your family, friends, finances, and your job? What makes you happy, sad, angry, or frustrated, or jealous need not make someone else feel the same. The feeling that you carry will always vary with other people in your life. What you think of a child or parent will not be similar to how others see or feel about them. This nature of belief controls our emotions to a large extent and shapes our personality in life. Subjective reality is therefore essential for our well-being and does not impact the people around us much. We generally do not force our subjective emotions onto others. A few cases of dominating and neurotic behaviors can harm others. For example, telling someone I love you and you should love me equally back, or telling someone that you should love pasta just because I was an Italian in my past life. The third and most dangerous belief for me is the intersubjective reality, which is the idea of something being true simply because a particular group of people believe in it and have carried that belief for centuries. The thought that the US dollar, the British pound, or the Indian rupee might be mighty just because everyone believes in it. The belief that a particular culture or social norm is genuine because billions worldwide practice it for years. The people who believe that their organizations is the ultimate truth and dedicate all their lives working for that organization tirelessly, thinking it brings meaning to their lives just because they serve them their preferred cocktails during an annual event. We fail to go back in time to see how currencies have plunged into zero values during demonetizations overnight. We fail to understand that social norms were only set to fulfill the needs of a specific time and were created by megalomaniacs and narcissists just to fulfill their desires and their pleasures. Companies and even nations have wound up and crashed like ninepins because of corrupt leaders in the past. The once mighty USSR, who admirably competed with the US, disintegrated into fractions overnight. It is not the company or government that suffers, but the people who work and live in it do. Intersubjective reality becomes even more dangerous and is the cause of most problems in the world today as groups constantly want to overpower their beliefs onto other groups, resulting in altercations, clashes, and wars. From childhood, they believe these realities are the ultimate truth, and they get confused it to be an objective reality. They associate it with a source of nature and not something which is manufactured. A lie told once is a lie, but a lie repeated constantly for them becomes the ultimate truth. As I began by saying, I have similar beliefs as most. However, I believe in those aspects that are meant for the good of the most and not just for a few. We should enjoy a sport like football because although they have rules, they fulfill the purpose of creating a shared belief. But the sports rules should be controlled, questioned, and altered if it promotes hooliganism and violence. The same is true for cultures, religions, and social norms. I believe in them for the good it creates and condemn them wherever it inflicts meaningless pain. If questions the food I eat, the clothes I wear, and the people whom I meet. This is true even for our nations. A nation should provide security from external invasions. It should spend on education to eliminate poverty and inequalities and create more jobs. It must mobilize resources to enhance the life of its citizens. We must rally behind our nations as well by paying taxes, supporting the systems, and supporting its industrial machinery. But not for those nations that vote for authoritarian leaders who sacrifice people and resources for their own personal gains, who keep looting the country in the name of promised land and dump burgers, colas, and chips on its population, which are imported from powerful nations just to appease them. Therefore, I urge you to relook, question, and align your validations and categorize them to understand the truth that you cannot challenge versus the reality that you must constantly question.